record this. There we go. So I have been talking with Savannah. I see Mandy's not on here. She is not feeling well, but she helped me navigate through how to check our volume. I'm going to tell you guys why we're here, and then I'm going to go into the rest. Between me, Lori, and Savannah, we pulled 1/5 of all of the volume that has been brought into our organization this month. Not good. Not good at all. I just want you guys to know that. This is not going to, I'm not going to try to scare you. We're going to talk about something in a second, but I just want to tell you guys that is not a good position to be in. Right now, the month that we are in, me and Savannah are going to be doing lives. We're going to be reamping stuff up. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. But right now, the month we are in is the month everything falls off from January. I believe. No, the month after conference, February. So stuff is starting to fall off dramatically from the busy season. When I do charts, I asked Savannah yesterday, I said, this is not Savannah's first busy season, you guys. This is her first, as a very established leader. And I asked her, have you ever done charts May, June, July, those kind of charts? And it's not that nobody knows how to do those charts in this month. It's that what happens is that we go off of projected volume. We do not go off of what's going to be projected. We actually, as a company, lose a massive amount of sales this month. So if your projection was bad, I want you to reproject that. And I actually do charts every 4 to 5 days on May, June, and July. Every 4 to 5 days, because that's how bad they change. Now, this is not just a Diamond Zoom. I did invite some other people for you guys. Take every single thing that I'm about to talk about and make sure that you guys are evaluating it as your rank. For my diamonds and above, especially my bigger ranks, very, very, very serious to think about. For people who are pushing for promotions, something very serious to think about. I'm going to give you guys a little story about what happened to me in May of 2017. I was a double diamond. You guys have heard this story before, but I was a double diamond. I fell all the way to Ruby, building for triple. All the way. It's very easy to do because of, see, we have new charts, so it's a little bit different actually. But it is a very easy way to do things when you guys are missing the volume in certain places, or you're working on your strong leg, or you're doing, make sure you're making a strategy. I'm going to quote something that Joel said to me yesterday, and this all goes together. I talked to Joel after I talked to Savannah. There's quite a few concerns that are going on right now. He says, most important quality of a leader is to see the possibilities of the overall team and individuals. That's what he said to me twice, because I kept on saying, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do to fix this? What can me and Savannah do to fix this? What can we do to make sure that nobody deranks? Savannah literally said to me yesterday, and this is what got me worried, what can I do to save every person who just ranked up? It scared the crap out of me because it's not her job. I said, you want to kill yourself by the end of July, or should we float through this? And that's what made me nervous, is that some people take all the responsibility and put it on themselves. And that is not the case. We are not doing that. We will let everybody derank. Just so you guys know. That goes for you guys too. So, the most important quality of a leader is to see the possibilities of the overall team and individuals. One more time. The most important quality of a leader is to see the possibilities of the overall team and individuals. Overall team and individuals is very, very crucial in what I'm about to start talking about. This organization has a very bad focusing problem. Very bad. We cannot stay focused. I don't know what it is. We have been me and Savannah have been really focusing on 10 timesing stuff, schedules, priorities, goals, reevaluating, and 6 lists. It doesn't just take us though. That's the problem. It takes everybody to drive momentum. It takes every single leader. It takes every single Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Double, Triple, and Presidential on this team to drive overall volume. Now, people duplicate what they see. They duplicate what people do. You feel like your momentum's gone on your team? Ask yourself, is your momentum there? You feel like nobody's listening? Ask yourself, are you? Are you guys feeling like that? Because that's what happens in these months, and it's a very, very common thing. Sometimes I feel people spin their wheels so hard during that boom season, and we are still in the boom season. If you guys knew what I knew, you would be working. But I feel like they spin so hard to hit these promotions and to get to those next levels that they burn themselves out, maybe. I don't want to say that you guys burnt yourself out, because you guys are still doing great. But it's not what it was. They burn themselves out. They think the market is gone. They think that the situation is different. Their market is gone. They've hit a wall. And we've been talking a lot about that lately, you guys. Like, that is something we're really talking about. But I want to ask you guys an honest to God question really quick. Are they duplicating what you're doing? Are they hitting a wall because you stopped working? Are they hitting a wall because of what you did? Are they not duplicating what you're not duplicating? Are they, again, the most important quality of a leader is to see the possibilities of their overall team and the individuals. Are you not seeing what's capable of coming from you, and then your team's not duplicating it? And I had to ask myself that question for my people who are absolutely killing it right now, and now you're like, but I am killing it. That was my response last night. I was like, I am doing fantastic. I'm like, I am doing great. And his response back to me was, are they? Are you leading your personally enrolled, but are they? Are they duplicating what they're doing? Are your leaders duplicating what you're doing? It's a duplication process. You can't duplicate yourself into an entire team, but you can duplicate yourself into 5, and then into 5, and then into 5, and you can keep on going. So, okay, so how we're going to drive momentum. Me and Savannah are working on some stuff right now. Driving momentum, he was talking about the belief system is the easiest way to drive momentum. You guys have heard me say this a million times too. I believe in you more than you believe in yourself sometimes. I don't know if that's literally what has kept us in a momentum stage, because I am just a go, go, go type of person, and I literally physically do believe in everybody. I have proven that anybody can do this business by making a fake Facebook account with a fake name, at the time a fake picture. And so I don't know if that's what's always kept is that belief system into everybody constantly going, but I want you guys to really think about that. Are you pouring into them? Are you believing in them? Are you doing what you are supposed to be doing for your team? Or are you just doing what you think is going to get you by? Are you doing only the things that are going to get you to diamond? Only the things that are going to get you to double? Only the things that get you to triple? Remember, there is no such thing as a strong organization if it's just about you. You won't get anywhere. You might get somewhere, but it's not going to last. I watch people day in and day out call me and cry because their diamonds crumbling, their triples crumbling, their ambassadors crumbling, every other thing is crumbling every other day. And more than likely, it's a selfish reason why they're calling. They're calling because they're scared they're going to lose their paycheck. You know what? I've never been scared a day in my life to lose the money that I have. Not one time. I've been scared for the people, the single moms on my charts who can't pay their rent. I've been scared for the people who rely on this to pay for their groceries. I've been scared about the people who have lost their job and need to get their money. I've been scared about the people who have medical bills and children who rely on their medical bills. I've been scared about the people who are moving out and deranked. I've never once been scared for myself, because I know how to make money with this company, and I know how to continue to lead the right people, and I know that I'm still secure. So today, instead of worrying about you, we're going to worry about them. Stop making this about you. Stop making this about every other person besides the team. Stop making this about my kid has softball. That's okay. Wake up an hour earlier. I have to do this. That's okay. Stay up an hour later. My team's not answering. Get a new team because somebody wants this. Worry about everybody else. Worry about the people in the business. Prioritize. Make a list of the people who really wants this. Stop being selfish. By letting everybody else try to win, you're going to win. For you guys who haven't been here the entire time with me, I brought every person, almost all my leaders, obviously that developed new leaders, but my original leaders, I brought them to the same rank I was. I wasn't getting paid. As a double diamond, I had 3 double diamonds. As a diamond, I had 6 at one point. 6 diamonds as a diamond. Guess what? That's why I don't have to worry about those things. That's why you don't see me panicking about losing rank. That's why you don't see me stressing out about how I'm going to get my paycheck hiked up. because I never have once brought this on. I've never made this about me. Said you derank, you derank. That sucks. Security blankets are awesome. Work for yourself. Making it about every other person on my team has made it so I don't have to worry about myself. And it's the best feeling in the world, but it's the worst feeling in the world, because when they don't do their job, then I start to panic. And then I worry about them, and they don't even worry about them. But it is such a crucial thing in this business. And, you know, as this season is going on, I'm watching the volume. You guys, you don't even want to know what the volume is. If you checked out the Boom contest and seen only how much me and Lori and Savannah have enrolled, it's actually not that good. We have not enrolled what we can, that's for sure. And we're taking up a fifth. Between 7,000 distributors, the three of us have a fifth of it. That is terrible. Terrible. What we are going to do is we are going to start refocusing. We're going to do 7 days of like boot camp for leaders. You guys are going to focus on 10 timesing your efforts, 10 timesing everything. Remember, you're supposed to write down what your paycheck would be if you 10 times it. What would that be? Obviously, for my presidentials, triples, you know, stuff like that. You guys, come on, let's be realistic. I don't know if I can get you to 100,000 in a year, but we could try. And for everybody else, 10 times in your paycheck, focusing on that. What can you do? Focusing on a schedule. Schedules are crucial. You guys, crucial. You don't wake up on the right time, you better set an alarm. You don't make your bed in the morning, you're a slob. You're not going to feel good. You don't make a schedule to figure out how you're going to work, nothing's going to get done. You don't do self-development, your day is shot. You wonder why you're not getting places? I just gave you the key to success. I just gave it to you. Don't be that person. You want to make $1 million? Act like $1 million. $1 million does not make their bed. $1 million does not put the work in. $1 million does not do self-development. That's for sure. Do you see successful people not going to those kinds of things? Do you see successful people not having schedules? Do you see successful people not implying the basic foundation of whatever their organization is to make them $1 million? But then you want your organization to duplicate you? To me, that sounds like laziness. To me, that sounds like you're trying to piggyback off of people, and that's not going to work. That means you're not going to get very far. So, 10 timesing, making the schedule, prioritize. You guys, if you don't have priorities every single day, you will make your own priorities, and they are going to be bullshit. You want to know what they're going to be? Taking a nap, watching TV, going to Starbucks 3 times like me. I don't know. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be worthless. It's going to make your day crap. It's going to make your day long, and it's going to do the stupid, you know, whatever. So making those priorities, setting your goals, because you can't have priorities if you don't have goals. What are you going for? You don't even know. So what are they going for? They don't know, because you don't know what to be leading them to. So if you don't have your goals down, why the heck would your team? You guys want to know something really crazy? When you have tunnel vision, only thing that can happen is the end of the tunnel. When we wanted to pull volume last month, when I put Savannah out there, we were pretty far. And it was scary. And I'm not going to lie, you guys, I tried to be like, yeah, we got this, like every single day. But every single night I went to bed, I'm like, I need to do more. I need to do more, because if I let this girl down, she's going to lose it. And I can't. Like, it's not something that I can do. Like, I told her, we got this. We have to get this. Guess what? It happened. Because I gave her my word. I made a plan to hit it, and I made sure that she was executing the plan. And it worked. So why would they have goals if you don't? Your word is everything. What you do is everything to them. No matter what, even if you got brought into this position by luck, I hate using that word, you guys, but sometimes it happens. Even if you got brought into the position that you were in for luck, you are still a leader in some form. Maybe it was a forced organization leader. That's okay. That happens. But people still look up to you. So if you had any respect for the leaders above you or the leaders below you, you would make sure that you are duplicating the correct things for the organization that is giving you what you have. Making sure duplication happens constantly and consistently is what makes us the money that we make. But duplicating those steps into them is what's going to continue to make that money. Residual income is amazing, but if you slack, it slacks. So be very, very careful. Reevaluating. It's time to reevaluate. Again, like I said, with the time of the year it is, charts are changing by the day. And it's an easy process to fix, you guys. I'm fixing it every single day. Lori, you're fixing it actually, Lori, you're going above and beyond fixing it because you keep checking every single, you're checking consistently, you're doing the work consistently, you're listening. And like, thank you for listening for once. I'm just kidding, but it's working, isn't it? It's crazy because I'm worried about everybody else. And I told Savannah yesterday, and I said, Lori, don't take any offense to this. I said, the people I was the most concerned about are the people that are doing the best. And I was like, that's funny how that works sometimes. So isn't that weird how that works? Reevaluate where you are. Don't just take, you guys, one of you guys didn't have charts done yesterday. I thought I was going to lose it, and I didn't, thank God. But what the hell are you doing? You wanted them to do the charts? You wanted them to make you money? You wanted them to put the work in for you? You wanted your upline to do it? You wanted your downline to do it, I bet. You want that downline to get you that big paycheck? The downline's going to leave you. They're not going to want to do everything for you. Get those charts done. Reevaluate them. Where are they at? Where are you at? How are you feeling? How are they feeling? Guess what? If they're not feeling 100, that quote, let me look at it. Where he said, if you won't bet on yourself, I'm not going to bet on you. What kind of idiot do I look like? I was like, please, for the love of God, that should be billboarded on It Works. Like, somebody needs to poster that up because that is the best thing I have ever heard. If they aren't ready to bet on themselves, you guys, that's okay because you can bet on yourself. You can bet on yourself to get where you need to go. You lost a ruby, rebuild a ruby. $400, quit, build a new one. Those are easy. Wait till you guys lose triples and presidentials. Got to start somewhere. So reevaluate. Bet on yourself. Stop betting on your team. Your team is not as committed to this as you are committed to this. Your team is not responsible for your paycheck, and your team is not the one who's going to pay your bills. Re-bet, reevaluate, figure it out. Some of my leaders on here, you guys have seen what it feels like to not bet on yourself and to bet on other people. When you bet on other people, it never wins. You always have to bet on yourself. So make sure that you guys are doing that. I love that. 6 lists. 6 lists is crucial. I suck at making them at night, you guys. It is very, very important to do it at nighttime. I wake up with self-development and figure out my day through self-development. However you guys want to do it, that's totally fine. But it is crucial. Again, that is your roadmap. That is your goal. That is how you guys are doing stuff. If you're not making those 6 lists, you're not going to get anywhere. If you're not making those goals, you can't hit the thing. If you're not pushing to the next level, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there or you're going to crumble. Okay, so high expectations and belief is the biggest growing of momentum. I'm going to tell you guys something. One thing that I noticed, and some of you guys might notice I did this. When I stopped letting people be negative with me about 4 months ago, my whole life changed. Did I feel like it was going like out of control for a second? Yeah. I felt like I was like on a freaking roller coaster, and I was like losing this person and losing that person and fighting with Cody and arguing with every single person. But when I was like, enough is enough, and the negativity, leading by example, high expectations, my organization has came back so massive, so huge, because I bet on myself and I started leading in other directions. I've had new leaders emerge. To my new leaders, way to be positive, way to be energetic, way to go. Super, super proud. When you have those high expectations for these people, anybody who's negative, go. Cut them out. Drop them. It is done. There's no reason. There's no way they can succeed any further if they're always like, I can't get anything. I can't get help. I can't do this. Good. Go not do this somewhere else. Bet on yourself and go do it then. And replace. Refocus. Regain. Redo it. Expectations. Belief in high expectations will build momentum into new heights, he says. Plans and lead every single day. There is not days off for leaders. I just had this conversation yesterday with somebody. Leaders don't get days off. It's not how it works. You can still have a day off from your, power hour or whatever. You need to be posting. You got to be leading. People do what leaders do. Okay, so we're going to make a 7-day plan. You're going to watch your business change. You're going to watch your team. And it's going to change just who you attract in general. So Joel says that they reevaluate this quarterly. What that means is every single quarter he does a week plan and he has to stick to it. And he says for that free quarter, he will stay on track for almost the entire quarter. And then he'll have to redo it and redo it and redo it and re-quarter. I thought, what a perfect time. It's the second half. Re-quarter it every 3 months on the second half would be absolutely amazing. So what I've decided is that we are going to make a 7-day plan. You guys are going to organize this. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, Cody just came home and scared crap out of me. But you guys are going to reorganize your plan every 7 days, and it's going to change everything. I want you guys to, figure out what your 10 times paycheck would be. Figure out what your schedule would be. Figure out what your priorities are. Figure out what your goal is. You just reevaluated it, so that's one of the parts, and then do your 6 list every single day. I know I said that really, really fast, and I will get that to you guys. This was another thing that they said. The fact that you can influence people, the fact that you can influence people, you need to figure out the fine line of motivation and inspiration and or manipulation. If you are not making a 7-day plan, which one are you? Are you the motivation and the inspiration, or are you the manipulation? Manipulative leaders will not make it far. Manipulating leaders who are not willing to do what they're saying to do and not do what they ask others to do won't get anywhere. They'll get only so far, and then everybody will notice. People can see that. People can feel off of that. People know that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You guys don't see me say, send out 200 host a post and not host a post. You don't see me say, make sure you're posting and not post. You don't see me say, don't you dare take a week off, because if you do, you're going to fall back. I don't take weeks off. You guys, I just had surgery in my mouth yesterday, and I'm on a Zoom. You guys don't see that stuff happen because I'm not willing to tell you guys to do something that I am not willing to do myself. I will never, ever have you do something that I would not do. You don't see me tell you guys, post a 3-3 rule, send out 100 hosts to post, go do this, do that, make sure you're doing your charts, do this. You would never in the history of my life tell you guys to do something that I am not willing to do. Ever. Remember that. Are you the inspirational, motivational leader, or are you the manipulator? Manipulators can't stay long. People catch on, they leave, they transfer teams, they switch over. Now I have a couple girls on here who have seen what it's like to have that manipulative leader. It doesn't work. So remember that as you guys are going. Remember that as you continue. And remember that, you might be at a height right now, but that mountaintop, it's not going to last if you're not leading correctly. It's not going to last if you're not duplicating correctly. It's not going to last if you're not putting that belief system and planning and leading every single day. I do want to touch on one thing before we get off here. I am noticing a massive amount of leading in the wrong direction, a massive amount, and not from you guys. Been having a lot of conversations with you guys lately about your guys' emerging leaders. I let some emerging leaders on here. Props to you guys. This is not about you. They are not doing what they should do. So what does that mean? That means you do what you should do. They're not teaching. They are not responding. They're not giving the correct information. I'm going to give some, actually, I can't give some examples because there's people on here that are affected. That is your responsibility as a leader to make sure that these people are getting into the right direction. I think a lot of the time people feel as if us leaders only think about ourselves, but really we're always thinking about everybody else, but we're not noticing what's happening behind the scenes because it is supposed to be a duplication process, and we're trusting so-and-so leader to do that part. They're telling us they are, but then when we get screenshot proof and we get all of this other stuff, it is not happening. I just seen one yesterday that was ignored for 3 weeks. 3 mother freaking weeks. I had another one that was ignored yesterday that I heard from another person who wasn't getting taught. You know what can happen when something like that happens? You could lose the next ambassador diamond on your team. You could lose that person who has such momentum and such drive, and they're so driven to get somewhere because of their upline ruby or emerald or shit. Maybe they're nothing. Maybe they're nothing, but you're treating them as that process. Remember, you cannot trust people to train who aren't willing to do it themselves. You cannot trust people to train if they aren't doing the duplication themselves. I had a really, really heart-to-heart with one of the leaders on here for the past couple days about one of her downline, and I said, I know she's your friend. Friends don't make us money. This is a business. You want to be loved? That was my next one I was going to go into. Do you want to be loved or do you want to lead? Because I can tell you for a fact, I have lost some really great friendships because of this business, because they didn't want to leave. They just wanted to make money off of people, and they wanted to micromanage and tell them what to do. So remember that as you guys are going in, it is your responsibility to be reaching out. I reach out to any of my personally enrolled. And I reach out to your guys' whole teams. I mean, Brittany, I don't even know where you came from. I'm just kidding. You guys, it's very, very crucial to be leading by example and to be reaching out and not trusting them to do our job. There is a reason I make the money that I make, and it's because I don't trust anybody to get stuff done besides myself. I do not rely on people to get stuff done. I do not waste time. You do not see me in people's inboxes. You don't see me having side chat. You guys don't see that shit because it doesn't make me money. You guys don't see that. You see, what I do is I duplicate every single thing into these people. I am on the phone with my team. I am putting in enrollments. You guys, I put in 6 enrollments already this morning, 2 of them being customers. It's 8:30 in the morning. Where are you at? Where are you guys at? You're not duplicating when I'm duplicating, that's for damn sure. Make sure you guys are leading from the right place. Make sure you guys are leading from your heart. Not leading from selfishness and money. And you guys, I'm the reddest person in the world, and I want to be a fucking billionaire. Like, I don't want just $1 million, I want $1 billion. And I don't think about myself. I never do. Why are you? Why do you get to think about yourself when I think about you? Why disrespect me and think about you when I think about you already? If I'm going to take care of you, can you take care of somebody else? I have promised you guys to have your back. I have had your back month after month after month. Some of you guys have lost some serious, significant stuff, and I have came in and picked you up. Some of you guys I have scraped up. Some of you guys I have put up with. Some of you guys have given me hell for the past 4 years, and I love you dearly some days. But if you're going to put your trust into me, and you're going to let me have your back, can you stop having your own for a minute, and can you guys have somebody else's? And I think that way, if we start doing it this way, and you're like, Jonica's got me, choose my second set of eyes. Every one of you has told me how much you appreciate me and how much I have done for you, so please, please trust my process for this next at least 30 days. Let me be your eyes. You go be somebody else's. Let me make sure that I can get you where I need to go. I know I can do it. I've done it for you guys for years. Let me be your eyes. You worry about one other person. The duplication system and worrying about others will get us so far in this business. I will watch your back. I will do your charts. I will make sure I am your second set. I will make sure that I am doing everything I can do for you guys, and it will work. I promise. Just like I promised Savannah we would pull that much volume. I promise you this will work. And I don't say I promise unless I do. Go worry about others. We'll make this about other people this next 30 days. Watch your business transform. Watch lives transform. You know what? One of the best things in this world is the loyalty that my team has to me, because I've never let them down. I get calls from you guys on the daily telling me how thankful you are when you guys pay off your debt, when you guys do the things that you guys do. When I'm up all hours of the night and your kid's sick, so you go to sleep with them, I get the phone calls. I'm the one who always says, don't worry, I got your back. Don't you want that relationship with your downline? Don't you want to know that somebody's going to hold on tight to you if something happens? Don't you guys ever feel like, I get this happen all the time, you guys. I have surgery. It's going to cost $42,000. Sydney says to me last month, she says, I will give you every enrollment that I have till we pay for this surgery. So that's not needed. Don't you want that? Don't you want to have a downline that says, I will give you everything because you've given me everything? That's what you guys want to do. I don't need anything from you guys. I just need you to focus. I can do it by myself. Don't you worry about that. I'll make 42 grand. Let me get on this shit. Like, don't worry. But don't you want that? Don't you want people to look up to you? Don't you want people to say, she has never let me down? That person has never left my side. That person is always going to be here for me. That person is always going to make sure I'm good. And you know what? Sometimes you guys do fall. That is my fault. I warn you, I tell you, I coach you, and I do. I match efforts when you put in effort. And guess what they do? They get mad at me for a second. Lori, I'm going to pull her out really quick. They get mad. They get pissed off. It's all my fault. I'm insensitive. Jenica, you're such a bitch. You know, all this stuff. And then the next month, they're like, damn, dude, I'm sorry. And they're like, that was me. Like, that was all me. Thank you for leading me to this area. Thank you for getting me to this place. Thanks to you for even showing me what a mountaintop could be. So next 7 days, you're going to make a plan. You guys are going to, I'm going to repeat it again. What is your 10 times paycheck? What is your schedule? Now, a schedule per day plus the schedule per week. Schedules should change. Obviously, Fridays are for follow-up. Today is the second half of the month. The 25th isn't in 7 days. The 25th would be, or 24th would be running or checking auto shipments. Every day is going to be different. Prioritize. Again, making a list of priorities is not a bad thing. Stop thinking it is. You guys, it is okay to say, for this next 30 days, I am going to push the shit out of going diamond and everything's going to go on the back burner. Does that mean I'm telling you your kids are going second? For God's sakes, you guys, I get people say that all the time. I can't believe you would do that way. I can't believe you put your job first. You're damn right, because for the rest of my life, I get to put everybody else first then. And make the list of priorities. Make them. Because if this isn't a priority, it's not going to happen. If you want to make $10,000, you better make it a mother effing priority, because it isn't going to happen by luck. That's for sure. Goals. What are your goals? Long-term, short-term, really long-term. I mean, like retirement long-term even you could do. Like, I know my goals. I know my goals per day. I know my goals per week. I know my goals per quarter, per half, and per year. I am very goal-oriented, and I make sure I execute every single thing I do. 6 list. I am going to get better on making that at night, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I am not very good at that. When I pass out, I pass out. It's usually with my phone in my hand. So I will start working on that, but 6 list is crucial. You know, one thing that you guys are going to find this funny. The reason I like to make my 6 list in the morning is because I like to have a sense of accomplishment, and I make it after I do my self-development. So then I can cross self-development off right away, so I feel like I've already won. That's literally why I do it in the morning for everybody. And it works. It works because I start and I'm like, boom, I already got 1 done, 5 more to go. So I do make that 6 list in the morning, and I feel like maybe that might not be the right idea, but for me, that is the right idea. Okay. So back to the first subject really quick before we get off of here. Again, me, Savannah, and Lori have pulled 1/5 of the total volume on this team. We are in this season where we lose the majority. Well, I shouldn't say that. We don't lose the majority. We lose a lot. We do. I'm going to be really honest. So I really want you guys to redo those charts. Send them to me. Talk to me. Whatever you guys need to do. If I help you with charts often, because I know I don't have all diamonds on here, just get a hold of me. I'll look over them. We'll look over them together. If you know how to chart really good, do them yourself and send them to me, and then I will help you from there. Remember, do that every 4 to 5 days, maybe even 3 since we're in the last quarter or last half. Because what happens is you think it's projected over, and then that 126 drops off. Then that 92 drops off. Then that 83 dropped off. All of a sudden, you're like, I thought I was going to maintain double or diamond, and I was going for double, and now I'm at a ruby. And you ask how it happened, and you blame the system, and you blame it works, and you blame everybody else, but really it was your ignorance not doing your job. So make sure you guys do that. We got to get them motivated a little bit more. We got to be a little bit more active in the group. We got to be doing stuff that we normally don't do. Step out of your comfort zone. Go live. Talk about it. Me and Savannah are going to do a couple lives here in the next couple days that are really going to get people moving. Talk about your struggles. It's okay to struggle. Let them know you struggled. You know how many people reached out to me and said, I cannot believe Savannah's paycheck went down. I can't believe there was months where her paycheck dropped by the thousands and she still did this. You know how many people said that to me? So, talk about your struggles. It's okay. It's fine. Talk with your downline. Have Zooms. If you guys only have one personally enrolled person, have a Zoom with them. That one person and you could be the best business partners, and it works. It doesn't matter. They're yours. That's your business partner. Talk with them. Reevaluating all of it. Be more active. Get your team excited. Have belief in them. Set their goals. Tell them where they're at. Ask them, do you think you can do this with my help? Help every person. It's not about you. Remember, it's not about you. So go help them. Help them be able to pay for those things for their kids. Help them be able to pay for their student debt. Help them. In return, it will help you. Okay, guys, hopefully that helps. I will get you guys your guys' list. Me and Savannah will be going live on. Really doesn't work. I want so many people from piggybacking. Not saying I can stuff it up a lot of the same like trying to stuff up. Yeah, daily, literally daily. I'm on a treadmill.
Jenica, that last bit was really, really muffled.
Oh, I was reading.